Josh Warrington against Kid Galahad. What's your opinion of that fight, and who do you think wins?
It's a very, very good fight, and you've got to heap all the praise on Josh Warrington. Do you know what I mean? You know, he was an underdog against Selby, come through and he won it. And you know, when fighters are judged on how good a champion they are, you know, by the champions and the fighters they face. You know, he beat Lee Selby, he was an underdog, you know, fought Cal Frampton, another, you know, multiple weight world champion, you know. And Kid Galahad now straight in again against another quality fighter. You know, and I used to go down to the Winkerbank gym, you know, with Zanet Zakianov, who was the former world bantamweight champion, and he used to spar with Kid Galahad, and I tell you what, that fella can fight. And you know what I mean? So you've got to take your hat off to Josh Warrington. You know, he's fought Selby, he's fought Frampton, he's not picking another easy option against Kid Galahad. It really is a tough fight, but I think since he's become the champion, Josh, I think he's warmed to it. I think his confidence has gone up. I think he's slipped another couple of gears. And to come off that, you know, that fight, you won't see many better fights in the British boxing ring than the Warrington-Frampton fight. So he's on the, you know, the crest of a wave. His confidence is up. So while your confidence is up, you might as well fight the people like Kid Galahad, because you know your confidence needs to be up when you're fighting people like this.
Who wins the fight?
I'd like to think Josh Warrington. I think he's very, 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 very clever. He's got a very, very high work rate. He doesn't leave you alone. You know, against Cal Frampton, you know, Cal Frampton had the better boxing ability. He was a good judge of distance and stuff like that. But, you know, Josh took that away from him. You know, what you do with, you know, fighters that have maybe more talent than you take the talent away by bullying them, rushing them, having the right tactics, keeping on top of them. And I think he'll have to apply similar tactics to Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad's very, very talented. But, you know, and the thing is, though, when, you know, Carl was very good at, you know, judging the distance, and, you know, when the fighters are stood in front of him, he can pull in range, he can pull out of range and pick him off. And that's why Josh never stood in front of him, you know, coming at different angles. And very, very clever, you know, very clever. He's got a very good boxing brain between his ears, and he'll need it against Kid Galahad. But I think the fact that he's got a good boxing brain, you know, him and his team and his dad seem to get the tactics right. You know, they definitely know what they're doing. And Kid Galahad is very, very talented, but you know what I mean? Sometimes the people with the most talent don't win. It's about having the right tactics and the right game plan. And Josh always seems to get that right. So I think I'd just pick Josh ever so slightly. But trust me, this is as tough as they come.